Oh, brother. Guys, we have a Google meeting with my Google consultant in a few minutes. That's like 10 a.m. I woke up not too long ago. We just have to go over the ad strategy and what's been going on with the Google ads for the most part. Like, he helps me, like, improve my Google ads and stuff. But we're going to wait for him and see. We're going to get into the meeting and see. So, guys, I just joined the meeting. I've been waiting for like 3 minutes right now, and this guy's not showing up. That's the first time he's not showing up. Guys, I'm not too unhappy about that because I stopped running my Google ads. He was just supposed to analyze it for me and see what we needed to do for the most part. But yeah, he didn't show up, guys. 3 minutes into the meeting, no one's showing up. So it's like, I guess we're not having a meeting today. It is what it is, guys. But every second I get cleaners applying for the agency. But then client acquisition is my problem right now. Obviously, I'm working on building a lead magnet to acquire clients, but I'm also thinking of other ways that I can use to be able to get clients. So right now, I'm thinking about just a business card idea. I'll test that out today. I have a whole business card and stuff, so I'm gonna test that out today. But then it's just crazy how every second cleaners keep on applying for the positions. I have over 60 applications as of right now, and I don't know if I should onboard the cleaners just because like onboarding people without no guarantee of clients is kind of like crazy, right? Obviously, there's a method called soft onboarding where you onboard them, but you tell them that, hey, bro, at the moment we're still trying to get clients. If anything comes our way, we're gonna send it straight to you. That's kind of like safe, but you don't know how desperate people are, so you don't want to go make that mistake and onboard the wrong person when they desperately need money, right? So what I'm gonna do is I don't know, man. It's just a lot of applications. If you see my email, it's just like application submission. So it's like, what the fuck? And it's the New Year's as well, so a lot of people trying to get new jobs. So it's like crazy. And look at me trying to onboard clients, and bro, I barely have money in my bank account, bro. I woke up today to a minus $64 in my checkings account because Google Ads had cut a lot of money the night before from the ad spend during this month. So it's like just crazy. I can sit there and complain about it, and they have to make it work. It is what it is. Probably need to get a job not only for funding the business, but also for because my end goal with all of this, I still plan to go to medical school unless I have fuck you money to the point where it's like I'm looking at medical school and I'm like, bro, I have too much money to go to medical school. I always wanted my story to be the story that is gonna be like, he has so much money. Why is he still trying to go to medical school? I wanted that to be my story. I really want that to be my story in the future. So we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes. But the Google consultant didn't show up, so we're not having a meeting no more. And I just go try to freshen up and then get some work in. What am I gonna do first? I did that yesterday. Yikes! This is what happens when you don't write shit down, bro. I had a whole roadmap for what I was gonna do this morning in my head, but I didn't write it down, and now I'm kind of blanking out. I have to think about it again. This is what happens when you don't write shit down, bro. You gotta start writing down stuff. But guys, I'll catch y'all in a bit. All right, guys. So I'm back again, and I was just thinking about something recently. It was, I think, December 31st, right? That New Year's Eve, and I was thinking about my goals, and I had this idea. I was reading this one book from Brian Tracy as well. No excuses, right? He was talking about setting goals and stuff. It was saying that, let me see, that it was saying that it seems that only 3% of adults have reading goals and plans, and these 3% earn more than all of the other 97% put together. So when I was thinking about my goals this year, I was just thinking about it from my head. not writing. Obviously, I knew I was gonna write later down the line, but I wasn't writing it when I was thinking about it. And when you don't write, you forget. As you all seen, I had a whole to-do list today, and I didn't write it down. So it's like I had kind of like think about it again. So it's like when you don't have your goals written down, you kind of like forget it. I was just thinking about it from my head. I was like, yup, yup, yup. Not writing it down, thinking about it mentally, and you're gonna forget, bro. And the second aspect about setting goals is, bro, when I was thinking about my goals this year, I was thinking about my goals from a standpoint of like make the agency work. That was basically my goal, right? For the agency business side of life as well. I was just thinking about make the agency work. You see how flawed that goal is? Like there's no actionable steps to it, right? In addition to writing, your goals have to like have an actionable step to actually do something. Like if I'm trying to make the agency work, what does my agency right now? It needs more clients, right? It needs people to want to buy my product, my service, right? And how do I make that work? Is I have to try to put actionable steps to it. Better advertising, better marketing. What am I gonna do with all of that? So it's like if I'm trying to make my agency work, I have to set goals based on actionable steps to actually accomplish the umbrella goal, right? The umbrella goal is making the agency work. The sub goals are like better marketing, better systems, better better onboarding, better cleaners, right? That's the actionable steps that is kind of like involved in all of it. So when you're making your goal, there's this umbrella goal of like getting a good physique. What are the actionable steps to it? Going to the gym 6 times a week, getting getting better. What you call it? Getting better, getting a better diet, right? Eating good, getting more cardio and stuff like that. It's just like you cannot set goals without actionable steps. I noticed that I was setting my goals wrongly, right? I cannot just say get a better physique this year, 2026. That's my goal for 2026. It doesn't make sense. I cannot just say make the agency work. The agency working involves steps under, right? There's sub umbrella steps that you gotta make, and it's gonna be actionable. You gotta be intentional about all of it. So it's like when you're setting your goals, there's always this umbrella goal, but under the umbrella goal, you should write actionable steps weekly to be able to make that goal come to fruition, right? And same goes with like just your routine, right? So you have to write it down as well, bro. Gotta write, and you gotta take action, take action, take action. It's interesting from this book talking about like only 3% of adults actually have reading goals and plans, and they make the most money out of the other people. So it's crazy, guys. He's just talking about the importance of writing things down here. It's crazy how important writing is, because writing will make you sit down and actually be in the moment. You can think and you can just like, bro, I be daydreaming while thinking, right? So it's like you just like going daydreaming. I'm just like just thinking about rubbish, bro. Like you can think on default, bro. But writing is like you cannot just write on default, right? Writing, you gotta be intentional about it. You gotta be conscious when you're writing. You can think unconsciously. That's when you're daydreaming, right? But writing, you gotta be in the moment. You gotta be in the present. You gotta actually make an effort to think while writing. It's a hand in hand process, right? So yeah, think about that. When you're setting up your goals this year, make sure to write it down. And second thing, make sure that your umbrella goal has actionable steps under it, right? It should not just be like get a good physique. It should be like what sub under that get a good physique. They should be actionable steps. Going to the gym 6 times a week, eating good, and what am I eating? And you can see that in the sub umbrella steps, there's still other steps under it, because going to the gym 6 times a week, that's another step. But you gotta make, what days am I going to the gym? I'm going to the gym. What am I training, right? It's all these other steps under the sub umbrella steps and stuff like that, bro. So it's like you just gotta try to write it down. You have to have a whole roadmap, so you stop thinking and stop guessing. You actually have a plan. Me, I've come to a point where it's like I barely have to think about my fitness goals no more, just because like I already have everything in my head. Like because I've been doing it for so long. I've been when I go to the gym, I know the exercises I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. So it's like I already have it in my head just because I wrote it down like 9 months ago, right? And it's like it's just a mental map right now at this point. I don't have to like think about it because it's like my default for so long. I've been consistent on it for so long. So yeah, so guys think about that when you're setting goals. All right, boys. So it is Saturday, and we're at the library right now, about to do some work. The goal for today is to do a job search, and then print business cards for the agency, and then also read and learn. I'm creating like a lead magnet for like the agency and stuff as well. So that's the goal for today. All right, boys. So yesterday we left the library, went to go do DoorDash, and what happened was I saw there was an area that was busy, right? So I took the time out of my day, and I drove there so I can get clients and orders, right? And I go there and I go to the hot spot. They call the places where you go stand to like wait for orders hot spots, right? I go there and I'm waiting for the orders, and tell you what, I get no orders. I wait there for over an hour. Like no, it wasn't an hour, probably like 45 minutes. But I didn't get no orders, so I just came back home, went to the gym. Not gonna lie, I was feeling a little sad yesterday, and I made a mistake, and I was just scrolling. I didn't do too much work last night when I came back from the gym. Was scrolling YouTube. It's not gonna happen again, guys. I'm just telling you guys here so I can keep myself accountable and stuff. But good news, we got the business cards in the house. We have them right here. You see it? You see it? Yeah, that's the business cards right there, guys. We have about 250 right now, so we're gonna we're gonna drop them off at houses and apartments and see what we can get, bro. We gotta get clients for the agency, so we're gonna have to try every method until it fails. I don't care if it fails. I just want to try something until something works. I'll try everything I can literally try. And another update. Yesterday I was telling you guys about me needing to pay my insurance bills, my phone bills, and stuff like that. Today I paid $170 for all of that, and now I'm left with I think it's less than $50 in my bank account. So I am so screwed. Today I'm gonna go do more DoorDash, but money wise, I'm also applying for some jobs as well. I haven't applied yet. The goal yesterday was to actually apply for the jobs. I just brainstormed, looked at the jobs I needed to apply for, but I didn't actually apply. And fun fact, and like what I did yesterday, since I couldn't get the DoorDash orders, like I was waiting for orders and I didn't get none. What I did was I listed a and like I listed a post on what you call it, Craigslist. I listed a Craigslist post yesterday for like doing like what you call it, making people fitness plans and being like their accountability guy for the gym and stuff like that, like teaching people beginners how to get started in the gym and maybe whatever help they need in the gym for the most part. But still haven't gotten no people respond to the post. So we'll wait and see, guys. I'm literally trying everything in the books right now, and it's crazy. It is hard. It is hard mentally with everything that's just going on and just seeing your life. Like, bro, I used to, but I don't mind it though. It's like at the end of the day, like I don't want to be normal. I don't want to be the same. I hate myself right now, so it's like I want to be different. I want to be. I hate this life. I hate where I'm at. I hate everything about myself, my physique. I can do way more. I can do way better with my physique. I know what. I know what I'm supposed to do, bro. I know what I'm supposed to do. I find a lot of things, excuses, right, to just not do what I'm supposed to do. Right. I go to the gym 7 days a week. Right. You think that
I'll be more disciplined with my diet. I don't eat junk or nothing like that. But the weight I'm trying to get to, a lot of people would think that my weight is because right now I weigh like 155. I would like to get to about 149. I want to be so lean. It's crazy. And I know how to exactly get there, but I keep on playing with that goal. I say probably because it's not my top priority. My top priority is actually making Netlify work. But actually, I'm about to write my goals. Not write my goals. I'm reading this one book called No Excuses by Brian Tracy. And the chapter I'm at right now mainly talks about like setting goals and stuff like that. And we're in the period where it's like we need to set goals. It's the start of the year, right? I haven't set my goals like actually followed and known like my clear exact goals because goals aren't just like a I wish my agency works. It's like you gotta put actionable steps to it as well, right? And in the book they have a 7 step. Actually, I'm gonna read it. They have a 7 step method to achieving goals, right? I'm gonna just read what I wrote right here. The 7 step method to achieving your goals. Step one. I'm using the steps for myself, and by no means do I know what I'm doing, right? Everything I'm sharing right here is just things that I'm trying to use to better my life. I don't know shit about the world. I don't know shit about anything, bro. Like I'm literally just a kid that's trying to do this shit. Not a kid. I'm a grown man right now because I'm no longer young no more, bro. I'm 22, so it's like I'm old and shit, right? But this is what I'm using to try to better my life. All of these steps right here are things I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use to make my own goals. I'm just sharing it right here because why not? If maybe someone sees it and it's helpful to that person, who knows? Who knows? But the thing is, like, what I'm trying to say is that do not think that I know stuff. I don't know shit I'm doing. Me saying something right now doesn't mean I know what I'm doing, right? It just means that I'm trying to say something and give you guys advice. And who am I to even give you advice? I'm a kid who quit his job 3 months ago to start businesses, and I failed tremendously, and I'm still failing, and I'm trying every day. So you shouldn't even listen to me. I don't know shit, bro, but I'll still share it regardless. So step one, decide exactly what you want. Step two, write it down. Step three, set a deadline for your goals, right? And there's a misconceptions about deadlines because it's like when you don't, let's say you set a goal and by the deadline you haven't accomplished that goal yet. What do, right? You just set another deadline, bro. Deadlines aren't like, hey, it's gonna work. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world, so it's like at the end of the day, so things could happen. You never know. You just set it to move faster. You set deadlines to kind of like move faster. So set a deadline for your goal. And then you also set sub deadlines for accomplishing the tasks that you write underneath your goals. Like let's say my goal is to make Netlify work, my agency work. Sub deadlines are gonna be like by this date I have handed out business cards to at least 200 homes, right? I've given out my business cards to 200 homes and I set a deadline for that. Let's say this week I'm gonna do that and accomplish it, right? You set sub deadlines. So what it says in the book is there are no unrealistic goals, just unrealistic deadlines. But what if we don't achieve our goals by our deadlines, by the deadline, right? You set another deadline because deadlines are just guesstimates according to the books. You just guesstimate, you estimate the time that you can accomplish that goal, right? You set deadlines and you kind of like put pressure on yourself to kind of like accomplish it by the deadline. But if it doesn't happen because life happens, you set another deadline and keep it pushing. Step four, make a list of everything you can think of that you could possibly do to achieve your goals. And in this step, there are like sub steps, right? The first sub step is make a list of the obstacle and difficulties that you will have to overcome to achieve your goal. That's the first sub step. Second one, make a list of the additional knowledge and skills that you would need in order to achieve that set goal. Sub step 3, make a list of the people whose cooperation and support you will require to achieve your goal. 4, make a list of everything you can think of that you will have to do. Then add to this list as new tasks and responsibilities occur to you. Keep writing until the list is complete. It's just like instructions on how to do it. And now we go to step 5. Organize your list by both sequence and priority. If you're organizing your list by sequence, it requires that you decide what you have to do first, second, third, right? And going on. If you're deciding by priority, you decide what is most important, right? That's the first thing you're gonna do. Sometimes sequence and priority is gonna be the same thing. What you gotta do first sometimes might be the most important thing you gotta do. So it might depend on your goals. Step 6, take action on your plan immediately. That's one thing, guys. Nothing happens if there's no action. Step 7, do something every day that moves in the direction of your major goal. But this is what I'm gonna be using while I'm brainstorming and thinking about my goals. I know what my goals and I know what I want my life to look like this year. But the thing is, like, for the most part, a lot of times we always think that things are easy, but they're not. So it's like when I started, when I quit my job to actually start an online business, right? I thought like maybe in 2 months, 3 months, I thought that by then I'll have some motion. I thought I was gonna making 10K a month, bro. And look at me, bro. 3 months passed. We're in the fourth right now. Broke as shit. Still not making no money. So we always set this goals and deadlines and stuff like that. And we always like, bro, me, I'm the type of person I oversimplify stuff. Like I literally think that starting a business is like nothing, bro. Like before I wanted to start a cleaning agency, I thought about it. I was cleaning my kitchen, right? And I was like, what the fuck am I even doing cleaning for? I remember when I went to Maryland, one of my friends, we went to his auntie's apartment and we had a cleaner came over to clean her apartment. And I'm looking in my city and I'm seeing that I don't see no ads running in my area concerning home cleaning. And I'm like, maybe if I have a cleaning agency and I actually run ads, that's gonna make my agency better than the other people who don't run ads. But maybe I wasn't seeing ads because I don't own a home. Maybe I don't see ads because I don't own an apartment. So the algorithm isn't sending that traffic to me, right? You get what I'm saying? So maybe that's why I wasn't seeing home cleaning ads, right? But then I just started the business and I thought I was just gonna set up a whole landing page and then run ads and then drive clients and then book cleaners from the other side. But that's not actually how it works. I've had to get an LLC. I never thought I was gonna get an LLC for the business. I've gotten a lot of things, bro. The amount of money I spent on this is even more than the amount of money I lost from doing drop shipping, right? So it's just like I tend to oversimplify things, but then it's like now I'm already too deep in the agency, right? It's like I have to find something to focus on because I'm not just gonna give up on this life. I really want it. And since I'm already doing this, I'll stick to it. And obviously I still know there's a lot of ways that I can make this work. I was thinking to myself like Fiji, bro. Fiji made a whole $1 billion company off a commodity like water through luxury branding. There's no reason why my business shouldn't work. If Fiji that sells water is $1 billion company, bro, just by luxury positioning, bro, because it's nothing else. It's the same water. They just tell a story talking about like it's from a whole mountain and stuff like that. But no, it is not, bro. It's regular water. Bottle's different, but still the same water, bro. And it's crazy, bro. If a commodity can be $1 billion company, bro, there's no reason why I shouldn't succeed as well, right? I've seen horrible business ideas and they're still paying rent in their places. There's no reason why I shouldn't succeed, right? There's no reason. Is it gonna be hard? Yes, it's gonna be hard, but doesn't mean that we're not gonna try. We're gonna try, obviously, and try, man. Right? There's a There's a business called what you call it, iMart, iMart, bro, iMart, like Walmart, iMart, and it's paying rent in the station, bro. It's paying rent and it's selling, bro. I don't know how much you're doing monthly, but the business is still working. So it's like, bro, you can literally sell anything, bro. And if those businesses could work, I don't see why mine wouldn't work. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna keep on putting it. I know it's like Alex Moses spoke about this. Like you've never seen someone get rich off trading, drop shipping, what you call it, anything like all this stuff, freelance brand scaling at the same time, right? You gotta focus on one thing, and this is the one thing, bro. This is the one thing that I want to focus on. I don't want to focus on nothing else. I've tried dropshipping. If I had more capital, maybe I would have did dropshipping again. I never knew that I was gonna do this cleaning agency up to the point that I've spent this amount of money right now. So it's like I thought like, but it's the thing is like when you start something and you put money into it, and it's like even though it doesn't work, you've already invested into it. All right, I spent over $150 on ads, and it's like I just gotta keep on going every day, man. I just gotta keep on going every day. I already put money to. I got an LSC. I got this. I got that. I got this. Type forms, like all of this, bro. Subscriptions for third party apps and websites that I'm using for the agency. So it's like, why would I stop right now? This is the thing, bro. I'm not gonna focus on nothing else. Obviously, to go with all of this, there's more plans ahead, bro. Vertical integration, horizontal consolidation in the future if this works, right? Using the Rockefeller method, but I'm not gonna stop, guys. I'm not gonna stop. But that's about it. It is currently Sunday. I would edit this video right now and I'll post it probably Sunday or tomorrow Monday. But let's get to work, guys. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go start dropping off these cards. You know the funniest thing, I haven't actually opened it. Let's see. Ooh, we have the Holy Grail right here. Holy Grail, man. Let's get it. QR code works. Looks good. I'll put the other one inside as well. Look at me talking and giving you guys advice when I have less than $50 in my bank account. I'm literally broke. I need a job, and not only for making money, I need a job because let's say if my business doesn't work, right? Because obviously a lot of things could not work. Let's say it doesn't work. I'm still going to school to be a doctor. It's just gonna be that I live a mediocre life being a doctor, like being a doctor, bro. Shit. Mediocre, be average like all of them. Actually though, you know what? There's a study, yeah. I was not a study, but it said like money. He was talking about the richest people in the world, right? And actually, I'm gonna read it. I think I have it right here. I'm gonna read it real quick. Um, I have it right here. It said the richest people in the world. 75% of them are entrepreneurs. 15% are investors. 7% from inheritance. 3% athletes and entertainers, right? And 0% employees who earn a salary. Being a doctor, you're an employee, bro. I know that's big money for where I'm at, like the people that I surround myself with. They see that as big money, bro. I want like fuck you money, bro. Right now I'm praying for money. I wish that there's a day that I'm gonna pray for just long life to be able to enjoy the money or like be able to help other people while I'm at it. Or just see maybe one day, you never know, maybe one day I'm gonna be a dad one day. So it's like I hope that one day I pray for long life instead of money because we don't have to pray for money no more. Praying for long life to be able to cater for the people that we have in our lives and just be around them, spend more time with them. But right now, we're still praying for money. And being a doctor, unless you're a doctor who has a practice, but To be fair, a lot of doctors don't. It's hard, man. The richest people in the world, 75% entrepreneurs, bro. I want to be a businessman. But guys, let me go edit this video. I'll catch y'all next week. Peace out.